Welcome to this explainer. Every single environment day, we're handed this massive cup of guilt. We're constantly told that the impending climate crisis is somehow our fault because, well, we forgot our cloth bags at the grocery store, or we're struggling to perfectly segregate our trash. Validating the frustration behind that heavy burden is exactly why we're exploring the fascinating work of design and AI consultant Swachh Liu today. Okay, let's dive into this. Swachh's work aims to shatter that illusion right out of the gate. He argues passionately that India's environmental crisis is absolutely not a failure of citizen morality. No, it is a massive, catastrophic failure in system design. Placing all the blame on the individual? That's just a trap. It completely masks the reality that the underlying infrastructure we interact with every day is fundamentally broken. Think about it. A poorly designed system forces you to make unsustainable choices literally just to survive your day, when the infrastructure around us is built entirely for friction and waste. Asking citizens to just be green is practically useless. We have to stop lecturing people and start engineering what Swachh calls true design, which means optimizing the system through AI-native, zero-friction ecosystems where making the sustainable choice is just the automatic, logical default. Let's transition into our first pillar, the waste segregation illusion. Chaos versus efficiency. Right now, the cognitive heavy lifting of waste segregation is forced entirely onto us. We're asked to juggle multiple bins at home, meticulously sorting plastics from organics. But the system reality? It totally betrays that effort. After all your manual sorting, that waste is usually dumped into the exact same municipal truck and tossed straight into a single, massive toxic landfill. It's a completely broken user experience, and honestly, it destroys public trust and practically guarantees people will stop complying. Now, what's really interesting about this is how Swachh completely reframes the concept of trash. True design treats waste not just as annoying household garbage, but as a complex reverse logistics supply chain. It becomes a highly calculated logistics operation, rather than a failing grade in human discipline. So instead of relying on a tired, busy citizen to figure out exactly what kind of polymer plastic they're holding, the proposed solution uses computer vision and AI optical scanners. These systems can instantly categorize and route plastics, organics, and e-waste. And the efficiency? It is staggering. We're talking about a 99% accuracy rate without relying on perfect human behavior. Breaking down this tech solution, it's essentially a three-part process. First, deploy decentralized, hyperlocal micro-sorting hubs right in our neighborhoods. Next, utilize those AI optical scanners to process the incoming materials. And finally, automate a closed-loop material recovery system. We completely remove the citizen from the sorting equation, building a recovery system that requires absolute zero effort from the user. Moving right along to our second pillar, the concrete flood trap, traditional versus regenerative infrastructure. Every monsoon, our cities basically drown. Why? Because the traditional brute force real estate mindset treats development simply as paving over land for maximum square footage. It suffocates natural water sinks and then forces us to rely on massive diesel pumps to clear flooded streets after the damage is already done. In stark contrast, regenerative infrastructure relies on zero-carbon residential blueprints and smart urban grids. These act like massive natural sponges, absorbing environmental stress rather than constantly fighting against it. And this brilliantly illustrates how true design operates long before a single brick is ever laid. By deploying AI to model microclimates, city planners can actually predict water flows, map out soil absorption rates, and architect permeable urban grids. With smart zoning in place, the system absorbs the stress of a storm seamlessly. Let's introduce our final pillar, the opaque resource drain, blind versus real-time. Consider this for a second. How can anyone possibly optimize their resource footprint with a 30-day delay? The short answer, you can't. It's a massive design flaw. Right now, the feedback loop for our consumption is a static paper bill that shows up a month after the fact. It's simple. You cannot optimize what you cannot see. This pits the total chaos of a broken, delayed paper bill against the incredible efficiency of a frictionless, real-time digital dashboard. Imagine an intuitive interface that basically acts as a gamified fitness tracker, but for your home's water and energy resources. To actually pull that off, the system deploys edge AI and smart metering. Instead of nagging us to manually go around flipping off switches, the system automatically optimizes high-drain appliances during off-peak grid hours. It instantly detects invisible water leaks behind walls. It orchestrates the entire grid's efficiency completely invisibly in the background. Let's move to and see how this builds a complete picture. Synthesizing these three pillars, Sujay's framework moves us far away from the broken user experience of citizen burden, like manual trash segregation, fighting seasonal floods, and manual energy optimization. Instead, we shift towards this beautifully orchestrated future of system design, using AI microhubs, permeable urban grids, and smart meters. So, the crucial point is this. If India genuinely wants a sustainable future, city planners have to become orchestrators. By deploying AI and strategic service design, we create an ecosystem where being green requires absolutely zero effort from the user. This is the ultimate reframing of our entire environmental strategy. Stop fixing problems as they happen. Start designing systems where problems literally cannot exist. When we do that, the system stops treating the citizen like the enemy, and we finally solve the crisis at its root. This explainer broke down Better India by Design by Sujay L. Make sure to subscribe to Better India by Design for more. But hey, before you go, take a quick look around your own neighborhood today. What environmental problem are you currently blaming yourself for that is actually just a catastrophic failure in system design?